Monday morning commute time from a very, very chilly Salisbury, hence why I'm wearing my hat. This morning we're going to be talking about working at home with kids and boundaries around that, motivation for training, and also how I feel graphics are going to change in a post-COVID world. So lots to talk about today. Massive shout out to my good friend AJ Wilson for her questions. Today we're going to be talking about boundaries with kids and working from home, motivation for training and for the gym, around work of course, and number 3 was how I feel graphics are going to change in a post-COVID world. So lots to talk about, so let's get going. Boundaries with kids whilst working at home. It's obviously something that the whole world is dealing with at the moment, because we're all working from home a lot more. For me personally, I need my own space to work. I need to be able to immerse myself in what I'm doing, switch off from any distractions and focus on the task at hand, and I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people who are working from home at the moment. It's a big change for everyone, and it's difficult to make the adjustment from working in an office to working at home. A big thing that's really helped for me personally is to have a separate space for work. Now I'm very fortunate that I've got a garage that I've converted, as you can see here, that's separate from my house. So at the end of the day, when I've done all of my tasks for that day, I shut the door, lock it and walk away from work. So I have a physical separation from my work and from the office. As soon as I get back up to the house, I try my very hardest to limit what I'm doing on my phone to a very bare minimum, and my little girl's only 3.5, so I try and be as present as I possibly can be for her, because at that sort of age all they want is your time. They just want you to be there with them, and they want you to play, and they want you to be engaged with them. So that's what I do. How do I motivate myself to train around work and being a parent? Well, that's quite an interesting one at the minute, because it's something I'm struggling with, and I've been struggling with all year since the start of lockdown. I engage with a good friend of mine from the Midlands called Lee Smith. He's got a PT business called Compass Fit. Brilliant guy, really knows his stuff, and he's been helping program some sessions in for myself. I really struggle training at home. I really don't enjoy training at home. I work at home, I live at home, my family time is spent at home. I don't want to be training at home, so I really struggle to train at home, as you probably gathered. So I really need the gym. The last few weeks have been really difficult for me to get myself out of bed in the morning and get to the gym early like I normally would do. The reason for that is my little girl keeps waking up in the middle of the night, so it's been really tough. My motivation for the gym though all stems from having goals and targets. So I've set myself quite a big goal next year, and if I get it confirmed that I can do it in February 2021, I should get confirmation if that goal's been accepted. I'll be training for that, and that will really switch me on to getting myself out of bed early. Regardless of how tired I am, I will be on it, and I'll be training. So setting yourself sort of like training goals is key. That certainly works for me, and I know a lot of my friends in the gym use that sort of method as well. So you're not just getting up and going to the gym blindly, sort of hitting a treadmill for half an hour and then going to lift some dumbbells and whatnot. If you're just doing that blindly with no real end goal, then you're gonna falter, you're gonna fall off the wagon at some point. So having something to train for, a specific purpose, is key. How do I feel graphics are going to change in a post-COVID world? I think they're already changing, to be honest. I think a lot of people in business, especially SMEs, are looking to online platforms more and more. I think the longevity of having your messages out there online is clear to see. When the world's been sort of shut down for large parts of this year, we've all been sat at home scrolling through our phones, chilling out, enjoying, some downtime with family and whatnot. When you've got your phone there, you'll be scrolling through social media, connecting on with friends on Facebook and that's a good space to be seen as a small business. So I think a lot of people are sort of shifting their focus to online channels like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, because we can't get out and about as much. There's not as many networking events, so you're not handing out business cards. It's difficult to know if you're going to be doing sort of like printed stuff, whether it's going to get posted and it's going to be accepted, because offices aren't open. You don't necessarily have home addresses for a lot of your clients, so you can't necessarily easily post something physical to them. But email campaigns, obviously MailChimp's probably going to be used quite a lot. So I think people are shifting their focus to more online sort of focused stuff, like more so than ever. And that is something I've noticed, and I think that is a trend that we'll continue to see. When we get back to some sort of more of a normal world, I do think that printing will adapt. So people will continue to send more physical communications out to people, but I think it'll be a lot more personalised. I think it'll be shorter run stuff, and I think that is something that we'll see start to creep in when we all start getting back to work on a more sort of normal level and the furlough schemes have all ended. I think that is something we'll see in marketing strategy going forward. So much more online stuff and a lot more personalised printed stuff. And graphics obviously is a big driver for those two different types of media. So that's where I think we're going. Thanks for watching. That's the Monday Morning Commute, week 5 done. Can't believe it's 5 weeks already. If you've got any more topics that you would like me to talk about and try and prompt some discussion here on LinkedIn, please drop me an inbox message on LinkedIn or email gareth@designpit.co.uk, and I will do my very best to put my 10 pence worth of opinion to it and open it up for discussion. So thanks for watching.